What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another VitoVerse. Thank you guys for being patient. From yesterday, I didn't do a live, and I'm not doing a live today. Actually, this is supposed to be the time that we're supposed to be doing the SandStorm show right now, the Stormcast. But unfortunately, SandStorm had to go do some things, so I decided to go ahead and make the Vito Variants for this week, except pre-recorded. So I'm still doing a pre-recorded next week. So definitely don't expect a live to be done next week. It's definitely going to be a pre-recorded as well. But definitely shout out to both of my co-hosts, like I said, SandStorm and Nautical Yui. Nautical Yui has some things going on for the last couple of weeks, so that's why you've seen the absence of him and him on this page. So he would definitely be back sometime soon. I can't give any type of, when, but yeah, definitely stay tuned for Nautical Yui with Noonami. With our anime talk, you know what I mean? You know how we do every other Friday. That's supposed to offset the VitoVerse lives. So definitely VitoVerse is every week. But definitely shout out to them. But I definitely wanted to get into some of this news for today. I know I didn't do news last week. I kind of, went straight into the trailers. But this week I'll definitely go through some news real quick, give you my thoughts and opinions about that. But first, shout out to all our veterans and armed forces. Happy Memorial Day to everyone, and special big ups to all my veterans and soldiers that are actually still currently in duty. I think that's what we celebrate, all of y'all, you know what I mean? So shout out to y'all, shout out to my sister that was in the Army, and shout out to my big brother that's in the Air Force. He's been in the Air Force for quite some time doing his thing, man. But shout out to y'all. Y'all truly love. Thank you for serving this country and protecting us and the ones you love. And, happy Memorial Day. But anyway, let's get into today's news. So over the Memorial Day weekend, of course, we had a couple of movies drop. Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. So they both did pretty good in the box office. Of course, Lilo and Stitch would do a little better than Mission Impossible, just for the simple fact that Mission Impossible is, a grown-up movie, and Lilo and Stitch is for the kids. So, you already know kids movies, they do ridiculous numbers because the kids, there's more kids. Let's just say that. Plus, there's more kids that want to go see this stuff. And it's Memorial Day, and depending on where you're at in the USA, some schools are already out, you know what I'm saying? Some schools is, they released for the summer already and stuff like that. So, yeah, kids is out. So, definitely, shout out to Lilo and Stitch. Excuse me. But, yeah, they made $55 million opening day. So that's pretty good. Definitely something that Disney needs to rebound from after the catastrophe of Snow White. Now, that in itself was something crazy. And it all had to do with the main actress. You know what I mean? So that's unfortunate. But at least they was able to recoup that money with Lilo and Stitch, because who don't love Stitch? Stitch will be an ideal pet to have. I'm lying, no he's not. But still, he's pretty cool. I would definitely love to have a talking alien dog. But shout out to Disney doing their thing. And then of course, Mission Impossible, they raked in 24.8 million opening day. So still pretty good. Evidently, this is the biggest opening for the franchise ever. So that's pretty good. They are doing some numbers. Cinema Score gave both movies an A, except Mission Impossible has an A-. So, but it's still an A. Hey, if it has an A, it's good. So anyway, but big up to them. What else came out over the weekend was Mickey 17. I believe that's that. Let's about to say right. Wow. Robert Patterson, is that his name? Hey, the dude that played Edward in Twilight, and Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter and Batman and this new Batman. You know what I'm saying? That's his movie. Anyway, Nikki 17 is now streaming on Max. So if you have Max, it's out already. I'm sure you probably already know if you wanted to watch that. It does look pretty interesting about cloning and some stuff in the future. So when I get a chance, I'll definitely check that out myself. So this is not TV news or movie news, but it's something I would want to be at least a TV series or a part of a TV series or something like that. But Star Wars Battlefront developers are trying to get back together to make Star Wars Battlefront 3. Now this is the remake, I don't want to say remake, but the second series of the Star Wars Battlefront series. They had one before, the OG series. They only had 2 games, but they were scheduled to have a third one, but for some reason it got canned. And so, later on down the line, people were asking for it and they brought it back. And the first one of this series didn't do too hot. It lacked a campaign mode, all the other stuff. Basically a story mode for those that wanted a story of Battlefront. But definitely Battlefront is one of those games that's definitely for the shooters and third-person shooters that love shooting and Star Wars and being a clone trooper or whatever you want to be, either a clone trooper or a stormtrooper. I almost forgot their name, stormtrooper, or whatever kind of trooper you want to be. And you can be a Jedi or a Sith or whatever whatever characters they have available, you can actually play with them, and that's something pretty dope. That's the only thing I really like about that. Actually, the second one, this last one, Star Wars Battlefront 2, they had a very nice storyline. So hey, do yourself a favor and go to YouTube and type in Battlefield storyline or story, and I'm pretty sure somebody has a comp of all the videos showing that, where you don't got to see the gameplay, stuff like that. You need to see the cutscenes and stuff like that. It's a decent story. It's not like the best, but it's decent for a video game. So definitely shout out to them. But also too, over the last couple weeks, Orlando has opened up their Universal Epic theme park, Universe theme park. So it has like 5 attractions, and one of those attractions, or not one of those attractions, a couple of those attractions are something that I definitely want to visit. I'm a big Dark Universe fan. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and also too, I'm a Nintendo fan. So they have the Nintendo park, the Harry Potter park, the Ministry joint, and the Dark Universe park. And there's 2 others, and I forget what they are. I don't even want to say it, so don't even quote me. I really don't got time to actually look it up right now, but that's something that I should have done before I start recording today. But anyway, all that stuff's open. I guess they're highlighting certain theme parks here on this site that I'm looking at, and I think Donkey Kong has been a insight look that they were looking at. They did Mario a couple of weeks ago. They did Yoshi a couple of weeks ago. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on how they're just trying to advertise like what they have at that park. So I definitely got to, it's been about 3 years since I've been down to Universal. So I got to plan some type of trip, maybe a guy's trip, maybe a boyfriend, girlfriend trip once I get a girlfriend. Go down there and definitely check out these definitely check out these parks and stuff, man. I definitely nerd out with all that stuff. Anyway, so Michael Jackson, I'm gonna have two more pieces of news, and then we're on to our trailers. But the Michael Jackson biopic movie is actually now going to be split into 2 movies, which is crazy. Like, yeah, because there's like 2 different mics to me, you know. There's 2 different mics, man. There's 2 different mics. There's dark skin mic and there's light mic, you know. So that ain't why they splitting it, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, that fits right for me. That fits right. And there's supposed to be some kind of oh, okay. So the first Okay, so the first film is actually going to stop with Michael Jackson leaving the Jackson 5 and dropping his first solo album. Makes sense. So that first movie is technically going to be American Dream. So actually, no, all this is going to be American Dream. American Dream is a biopic that they did back in the day with the Jackson family. So definitely, man, this is going to be exciting. I'm excited to see who they have playing as young Mike, Tito, Jackie, Marlon. Yeah. I want to see all the actors. I want to see who they got playing these. Because it's very interesting. You got to have the kids, though. You got to have some of the Jackson kids in there, man, just to get certain people looking right. You know what I mean? And who's going to play the mama? Because Angela Bassett did a great job as Miss Catherine Jackson, dog. Like, so definitely, who y'all going to play the mama this time around, man? Oh, and Joe. I need to know who's going to play Joe. That's a crazy role. Anyway, and some sad news before we get into our trailers for today. And some sad news. Those that are on Amazon Prime Video, shout out to SandStorm because I know he'll be sad about this. But The Wheels of Time is being canceled after this third season. Probably because, viewership has probably went down tremendously. There's so many other shows out there now. This was like a COVID type show, so definitely people are watching this around those times, and it definitely it was something that people were interested in during COVID, but now I believe the interest has left with all the other series that are coming out with and stuff like that. So but shout out to the Wheels of Time and the cast on there. It's still a dope series. I still have not finished season 3, so that kind of shows you, hey, I might be part of the problem. But regardless, it still gets viewed by me. So I'm not. But anyway, let's get into today's trailers and stuff like that. And then there's only 3 trailers, and then I gotta bounce after this. So let's get into these trailers. The first trailer we got for today is Peacemaker. Let's get into this. And I will give you my thoughts at the end. You know how we do it.
They're gonna be doing backflips to get you to join.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Can you tell us a little about your skills?
I'm considered the finest marksman in the world.
The mic is off?
Yeah.
I am also proficient in hand-to-hand combat.
How many more of these do we have today?
Is that popcorn still here?
You love popcorn.
My buzz is getting really big lately, so.
I have a variety of helmets.
This guy sucks.
Excuse me? Am I supposed to be able to hear you guys?
Excuse me?
You were talking about your butt and stuff? And also you said that I suck?
It is not funny.
I don't get it. We saved the world.
I thought everyone would finally treat us like heroes.
I don't need anybody else to just forge my own path.
You're living in the worst level of Grand Theft Auto.
I've come to the conclusion you suffer from a particularly severe form of toxic masculinity.
What?
Argus has been monitoring Peacemaker ever since Rick Flag Sr. was named director.
Does he know that I have?
Kill this time? Yeah.
Bring me Peacemaker.
Mexicali, you scan for any anomalies throughout that house. Pony Boy, don't let him out of your sight. Titties, I want you to take the front door. Encino Man, you take the back door. Got it?
Yeah, but not the fucking names,
Yo, why
dude.
she
You
look-
can't just call
why
us
she
that.
look down
What
like
do you
that?
think we are, fucking Berkeley?
We haven't always been great people. But we are the 11th Street Kids. No one will ever break us apart. You ready for the next adventure, pal?
Keep on keeping on.
Who the fuck are you?
Wait a minute. They cloned him? All right. Anyway, tell me what you think down in the comment section, guys. Did you watch season 1? Are you excited for season 2? I definitely excited for season 2. I love action comedy. You know what I'm saying? This seems like a Ryan's Reynolds type of, you know what I mean? Like humor type thing. Like I can see him being Peacemaker or in Peacemaker. You know what I mean? That's definitely up his lane. But anyway, on to our next trailer.
The relief I feel when it comes to staying organized, you can't put a price on that. Because ever since getting these skylight...
All right. On to our next trailer. Chief of War. So, this got your boy Jason Momoa in it. So let's see what's cracking with this. And I'll give you my thoughts at the end.
Ike ana oi ike ko ana o ka wānana e kai ana. Nā e imi ke ana.
We're going to the Pacific Islands, baby. Let's get it.
Are you still the chief who desires peace over war? Hey, was they taming a shark back there? Yeah, it looked dope. It definitely looked dope. All right, so tell me what you think down in the comment section. Is this something that you will go to the movies to see? Definitely, I will definitely go to the movies to see this. I love, Pacific Islanders. They definitely intrigue me. The culture intrigues me, and I definitely love what. It's the month of May, so it's their month, really. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to our Pacific Islanders and our Asians, because it's definitely our month. And so I've been seeing a lot of y'all in the being represented in media lately. So that's definitely love, man. That's definitely showing y'all culture, letting people understand. Yeah, there's a difference, and this is what's going on with this, and blah blah blah. You know, you got your Samoans, you got your other islanders. I forgot what the islanders over in Australia are called and stuff like that. But you know, of course, we've seen some social media representation of them over there. So shout out to all the Pacific Islanders and their cultures and the different tribes and people, and just, you know what I mean? Like I love that. Plus, I consider y'all black anyway. But anyway, on to our next trailer. Now, this is something I struggle with. So let's get into it.
You poor thing. Get in before you catch your death of cold.
Now you just tell us where home is. We'll get you back to your parents safe and sound, okay?
Anywhere but Derry.
Why does he have a deep voice like that?
My family and I just moved to town.
Oh!
Hey, baby.
Today was 4 months. And they never even found a body. That means murder.
This business with the missing kids. Do I need to be concerned?
Never a bad idea to keep the people you love close.
No adult's ever gonna believe what we saw. I wouldn't.
There's a history of stuff like this happening in Derry.
You kids keep your noses out of police business.
I heard voices. In the pipes.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
There's something bad here in Derry.
Okay. That wasn't bad. Woo! Alright. Tell me what you think down in the comment section. Are you an It fan? Obviously, you can tell I'm not because I'm scared of clowns. Yeah, I'm a grown man, scared of clowns. You know, hey, that's something that that's like a phobia that I've had since I was a kid. I had a bad experience. Anyway, leave comments down in the comment section. Are you excited for this? Are you gonna watch it? I wonder, is it a series? Did they say it was a series? I don't know if they said it was a series or not. Hold on. Whatever it is, it's coming straight to Max. So HBO Max. So definitely, man, tell me what you think down in the comment section. But I gotta go, guys. Gotta do some more stuff for the VitoVerse music. So stay tuned for a new video over there, as well as probably a new video this week on the VitoVerse. Like, I might do some randoms. I might do some random stuff for the VitoVerse, but you know, who knows? Anyway, stay tuned for all that type of stuff. Shout out to SandStorm again. Shout out to Medical Yui. We will definitely see you guys next week on Noonami, probably, but definitely the VitoVerse and definitely the Stormcast. But until then, guys, you guys stay safe. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. I will catch you next week. Peace.